everybody, and welcome to episode 75 of Daisy Knits. I'm Daisy, and we're going to hang out here for a few minutes and chat. I will start with an apology. Last week I had the episode number wrong, and I did not realize it until I went to upload it, and I was halfway through uploading in YouTube before I realized it. And at that point, I wasn't going to fix it. I figure we'll just call it a pretty moment and move on down the road. So, I hope that y'all all have had a great week. I have I can see this one hair. Sorry. I'm being that crazy person that's fiddling with my hair because I can see it. I don't know what hair. Anyways. Yes. Okay. So, I'm going to start off with my finished object, new and shiny. Last week, I told y'all that Sock Madness had just dropped the specs. I think I told y'all that the specs had just dropped for round 3 of Sock Madness. Here they are. And I qualified. My team is full now, but I finished these Tuesday morning and I totally qualified. So, let's give you a close-up here. They were another colorwork sock. I am so over colorwork. But I did it. My color choices are not the best, like my little sheepies up here. So I have sheepies, I have bunnies, I have chickens. My sheepies kind of blended in with my background. You probably hear my herd of cats, aka children upstairs, sorry. But this is finished. I got the pattern Saturday morning. It was there when I got up. And so I got up and I went and found all my scrap yarns that I wanted to use. And I cast on Saturday morning and I Kitchenered and submitted Tuesday afternoon. So basically 4 days. Colorwork socks, 4 days. This is like a huge new record for me. However, I have to give kudos to my family because I could not have done it without them. My husband did almost all of the cooking Saturday and Sunday. Every time I turned around, he was like, go knit, go knit. The kids, every time I turned around all weekend, they were, go knit, Mommy. I'll do this, you go knit. So, with lots of knitting time, I got to finish socks. I will say the cast on for these guys is a ruffled cast on, and I have never done that before. Without giving the secret sauce away, you basically cast on so many, you knit back and forth so much, and then you deliberately twist your knitting, and then you join it in the round. I have never done that. So it was really an interesting technique. I did not know if I was going to like it, but I think it works really well with the socks. I don't know if I'd necessarily do it all the time. I might try to do it in a pair of plain socks and see. But it was a lot of fun. It was a very neat technique to try. So these bad boys are done. And when I finished those, at first I was kind of like, man, what am I going to knit on now? But then I remembered I still had my shade shift. So I pulled that back out. And I'm sure you guys are probably sick and tired of seeing this, and I'm sorry, but I'm almost there. All of this is shop yarn. Our 5 different fingering bases. Fingering weight bases are all in this bad boy. So we started off with the plain, and then we do the transition, plain. Right now, to give you guys an idea, I am right about here at the other end. So I have this to knit up. But I want to give you a full view. It's huge as I go by. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. Kind of like that. So I am here. Like I said, I'm sure that you guys are probably sick and tired of seeing this, and I'm sorry. But a few more weeks and I should have this done. There we go. So I pulled this out, and I'm going to put a marker in it right now so I know what I've finished for the week, starting next week. I'm not giving myself a deadline because I would like to want this off soon, but I'm not going to get all paranoid about it. I think as of right now we have 8 days left until this round of Sock Madness closes, so I have 8 days before there's a chance that the next set of specs will drop and then the next pattern. So I'm going to take the next 8 days and I'm going to work on this some. I am going to work on my master knitter some, and I'm going to work on my spinning some. So I'll show you. I've actually been spinning too. I told you last week I had pulled out my e-spinner, cleaned it up, and I pulled out some fiber that was Mom's, and it's the Beachcomber colorway in a 60/40 merino bamboo top blend from Fiber Nymph. Mom won this, and I honestly don't even know what she won it for, but she won this. Let's see. It's got beautiful, just soft colors, but you can see that shine in that bamboo. So I'm about halfway through this. I have been spinning, I will say probably 4 or 5 days this week. A couple of times I've only been able to sit and spin for about 5 minutes, but other times I've been able to spin for almost an hour. It just all depends on my week and what else is going on. So I am working on this. I'm working on the test knit. And then I pulled out my Master Knitter binder and I read through all of my swatch pages, because with every swatch you have to have a page that tells about it. So I read through all of those that I have finished, and I got looking, and I have 4 swatches left. I have 2 cable swatches and I have 2 lace swatches. I think that's all I have left. And then I have my 2 big projects. I have an Argyle sock and I have a vest. The vest is kind of hanging me up just because I don't wear vests. My husband doesn't really wear vests. So I'm kind of hung up on that, and I think it's supposed to be, it might be an adult vest. I have to look to see if a child's vest is possible. But we don't really wear vests, so I'm like, I'm going to knit something that we don't really wear. But that's all I have left really knitting-wise to do. I did kind of read through my history report again and added a little bit to it. I'm sitting at about 2.5, 2.25 pages. I have a book coming that I think will help push me over that edge, but I'm getting close. And I kind of went through and just read through and cleaned up some things. So this week I'll also be sitting down and picking one. I really would like to get this done. I didn't realize I was that close. Like, I feel like I'm really close if I just focus a little bit harder. So I need to do that. I need to focus and stop lollygagging everywhere, because that's what I feel like I've been doing. So that's really what's going on with my week. Master knitter, sock madness, yarn, fiber, it's all over the place, but it's all good. So I hope that you guys have had a great week. Come stop in and show me what you've been working on this week. Let me know what's going on. If you have questions, contact information's at the end. Otherwise, I'll see you in the group or see you next week. Thanks for hanging out with me today. See ya!